Hi and welcome to the Arya Bark Podcast, Vlogmas Day 1. How are you doing? It's been a while. I am hoping this year to actually complete Advent and not stop after 8 days. In all honesty, this is the second time we're recording it. I recorded first thing this morning. I decided to get partially Christmassy and put the window lights up because I knew I was going to be sitting here. So got the Christmas lights out, put them up, mucking about the settings, recorded what I was recording this morning. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ryan, you're awesome.
You're welcome.
Are you saying hello?
Hi.
Recorded what I was needing to record this morning. Recorded the opening of my Advent, discussed all the projects I was working on, and at the time I didn't notice that the lights were flashing very quickly. And when I went back, I had a spare bit of time this afternoon, so I thought, right, what I'll do before I record the end part of the vlog, I'll go on and I'll edit that, and then I can just record it, get it uploaded to the editing program. That'll be fine. I spent most of the time watching the lights going, oh, I'm going to end up killing somebody. The lights are really flickering. So I started mucking about with the remote, and then I had the sudden realisation, I'm pretty sure last year when I took the lights down, I took the battery out the remote control so they didn't break. I'd literally spent all day mucking about with the remote control thinking the lights had changed, and they hadn't, because that didn't like the battery in it. If you're looking for a polished, cosy podcast, hi Ellie, this is not the place to sit. I've had a day and a half. So, start off what I'm wearing before I ramble anymore. This is, it's a bit chilly. This is the Mama Vertebrae by Kelly Van Nykirk. It is done in Rusty Ferret doll. With the help of a bird. Shabkosh. I'll leave it up there. I am wearing my, excuse the bra straps, my Rivish top, which is pattern number 199-23, and this is done in drop saffron in shade number 5, which is light blue purple. I don't have Christmas socks on, but I do have a very nice pair of socks. I'll stick a picture in. This is the Integrated Tail by Ailbiona McLochlainn because I'm obsessed with that pattern. And the yarn is from My Yarny Corner, and it is Fun of the Fair socks. That's what I call them, Fun of the Fair socks. So that's what I'm wearing. Well, I'm wearing other stuff, clearly. I'm wearing trousers, but they're not knitted yet. So, starting again. Yarn from my Advent. This year I purchased an Advent, that's what I was talking about, sorry. I forgot to put the notifications off when a message came up. This year I purchased an Advent from My Yarny Corner. Alex and Danny had done three days every month from January to, was it January? I'm pretty sure it was January. Could have been February. Not 100% sure. From some period to October, with the option in November of getting a full skein for day 25. I decided that I was going to have the main skein, my initial project was going to be a litmus type cowl using the main skein and then the 20 grams each day. Then I had the sudden realisation last Friday that if I did that option, I would be showing people who had purchased the 24 days plus the main skein the yarn you got on day 25. So that idea was out. Then I have many skeins coming at my ears. The other project that I'd done is a sign up for KnitVent 2022. I do subscribe. I do buy the KnitVents every year, and very rarely do I make anything from them. Well, I have intentions of making stuff, I just don't get round to it. But this year I decided, well, I'm wanting to do the anthology throw, so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to use the Advent as the anthology throw. This is day 1. That light is doing my head in. It's very, very pretty. It's a very, very I did this earlier on. There we go. It's a it's a pale yellow. It's very pretty. And this is a bag my friend Sarah made me, so it's got canvas bags with black bottoms just show up Arya's bum hairs. This is the bag that Sarah made me. It came with a needle cozy and in the sheepy fabric, a notions pouch, and she also sent me little pink penguins. They're so cute, and I'm using them. I just realised there was stitch markers. Why did I not use the stitch markers? I'll use them for my Christmas socks. And she also sent a little sheep. Will you stay around the right way? A little sheep, a love heart, and some lovely beaded ring markers. I'll use them for my socks, however I will stick them back in there before I lose them. So that's where at the moment the anthology throw stay in here until I clear off another bag. I need to find my Christmas bag. I don't know where it is. So that's my plan for my Advent. Other things I will be working on this month. We are in December. As you all know, if you've watched the podcast and other vlogs, other vlogmases, I do myself, Andrew and Ryan Christmas socks every year. We are now in December and I have completed no Christmas socks. I've started them though. This is Gingerbread by West Yorkshire Spinners. I don't know where the ball band is, let's be honest, I've lost it. But there it is. I have started sock number 1. Because we're all going to have the same socks, they'll all be using the integrated heel pattern by the integrated heel socks by Ailbiona McLochlainn. Any patterns that I talk about I will leave linked down below. Ryan's ones will have blue toes and a blue cuff. I am not that fussed, and neither are the two boys, about whether the pattern mucks up at the heel. I don't think self-striping socks muck up a wee bit. No, majorly. So that's the plan. Andrew will have green ones. I will have red ones. They're here. I can't decide whether to use. I'll stick that there. You're going to fall. That red or that red. That's my plan. Or no, it's not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use I think that's cayenne. I think that's the cayenne colour. I'll use the Rudolph. So what I'm going to do is, I did make the 24-day socks. My lovely friend Sarah had recommended the pattern, and I'll get into the story behind the 24-day socks when I do an actual full podcast. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these, which are all Christmas colourways, and the red, and make 3 pairs of 24-day advent socks. I'm not saying it's going to be this Christmas, it might be next Christmas, but that's my plan. First I need to get this year's Christmas socks done. My plan will eventually be to have 24 pairs of 31, because I normally do one a day, wear a new pair a day for Vlogmas. What I eventually want is a pair of Christmas socks every day during the whole of December. I don't have that. I have possibly 3, 4, but 4 or 5. So I'm a long way off it, but that's my plan for next year. I'm going to make a whole load of Christmas socks. So when I started the anthology throw, I decided, before I started it, I needed a stitch marker. And I do have hundreds and hundreds of stitch markers, but I decided I wanted to make one. So today I made a stitch marker. This is Christmas tree mushroom. This will eventually go on my anthology throw once it's a wee bit bigger, as an actual stitch marker to mark the beginning of the round. I'm a fair bit off. Project is that small, I can't even find it. I am a fair bit off. I've got a snowflake marking it just now. So my beginning round is going to be my mushroom. This is how much I've done so far. I may need to speak to a couple of people, because I am not 100% loving how loose that is. Now I think the pattern calls for a 4mm. Oh, is that supposed to be done in DK? I'll see if this is to be done in DK. I am literally going to cry. Sorry about that. Yes, it is definitely well, it's supposed to be a 4mm needle. I'm doing it on a 3.75. I'll see how I go. I might go down to a 3.5. Actually, I won't. I'll just leave it on 3.75. It'll be I'll just not block it as aggressively as what I normally do. Other projects that I'm going to be working on are my other Scrappy projects. I've got the Tunisia Mitre Blanket by Beth Graham. I'll get more added onto that. Northeasterly by Skeananigans. I think I've only got either 4 or 6 inches to go before I finish the first strip. The excavation blanket, I don't know, I won't really have any scraps put on that. Then I've got my triangulum blanket. The whole load of minis that I've got in the scraps go in. Put that in the Tunisia blanket first. Then I go between either the Northeasterly project bag or the triangulum bag and put them in. And then once I've done each of them, whatever's left will go in excavation by, I'm sure it's Yana Peho. I'll leave details up top, and I'll also link the patterns down below. I've got the triangulum by Ellie Jones of Craft House Magic. Really enjoying that pattern. And the final project isn't really a scrappy project, but it is using the wee, I think it's 10 or 20 grams. I can't remember if it's 10 or 20 gram Scapia's Soft Fun balls that I got for my birthday. Yeah, so that's my plan for December. Not going to be too annoyed if I don't get mine or Andrew's Christmas socks. I'll wear Christmas socks all year round. Priority will be for Ryan's Christmas socks because he does wear a Scottish Gas do a thing that rather than a Christmas jumper they do Christmas socks, because clearly they can't be wearing jumpers when they're working with gas in case there's a fire. So they do Christmas socks instead of Christmas jumpers. So I need to find out when the date of that is, and I need to get these socks done as soon as possible. And the other project that I'm wanting to work on this month is that's not enough, like seriously, who needs 6 blankets? Obviously the triangle excavation Northeasterly and Tunisia Mitre blanket, they're not going to be finished this year. Polygon Mite and Anthology, well, as long as I keep up the 20 grams every day, I should be able to get that finished by the end of the year. The only other project that I want to get done is I have started a Vertices Unite using purely my Yarny Corner yarn, because y'all know I'm obsessed. So I'm doing a Vertices Unite by Stephen West and using just my Yarny Corner. I had to go to section 3, realised I made a mistake, ripped it all back, and now I'm on section 1. So that's taking a bit of time. So that's my plan. I am looking forward to watching some Vlogmas. I keep going to say podcast, they're not podcasts, you know what I mean. Ones I'll be watching this year is obviously Alex and Danny from My Yarny Corner. Mandy is doing Vlogmas this year, who is Mousie's Makes. I'm so happy. She's not doing a daily vlog, she's doing a weekly one, so it's on a Saturday at, I can't remember, I think it might be 1 o'clock. I will leave details up there and down below. Who else of the ladies are doing Vlogmas? I don't think Nancy's doing it. Karen from Recreational Knitting, she's definitely doing Vlogmas. Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn, love Leslie's Vlogmas, so that's another one. There will probably be more. Is that 3? They're about the 5 that I normally watch, with the exception of Mandy because she hasn't done it before, and Karen because I didn't know Karen either. They're my normal regular ones. I can't even remember, I need to go back and have a look. Yeah, so that is everything. I think I am going to go. Mr. Bark's just put the dinner on, so I'm going to edit this very quickly, get it uploaded, and work on my blanket, and maybe possibly watch some Vlogmases if they're up, and then go back to my new obsession, which is courts in America. I'm weird. I'm very, very weird. I've become obsessed with courts over in America and a few judges who are absolutely awesome. So, is that everything? I think so. I hope you have a very, very crafty evening, and I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye!